Welcome to my live series, where creativity meets cutting-edge technology. I'm Mel, and on this channel, we explore the fascinating world of AI and content creation. Whether you're new to content creation or a seasoned pro, this series is all about helping you tap into your creative potential using AI tools that can elevate your work in ways you've never imagined. In this series, we'll be diving deep into tools like MidJourney for AI-generated imagery and Canva for design, but that's just the start. I'll be sharing other incredible tools as we come across them, anything that can help you create faster, smarter, and more beautifully. The goal here is to not only show you how to use these tools, but also to inspire you to think outside the box and find new ways to bring your vision to life. This live series is about more than just tips and tutorials. It's about building a community of creators who are passionate about what they do and eager to learn together. I believe AI is changing the game for creators, and if you're ready to embrace this evolution, you're in the right place. We'll push boundaries, challenge ourselves, and grow our skills in ways that truly set our work apart. So, if you're ready to join me on this journey of creativity and innovation, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. By doing so, we'll be supporting not only this channel, but also your own creative growth as part of a community that's dedicated to mastering the future of content creation. Let's create, innovate, and inspire together. Hello, everyone. It is your girl, Melinda, and welcome to the live. So, on today's agenda, like I've mentioned before, this is in no particular order, but at some point, we're going to cover all of these topics in today's live. So, for the agenda, we have the welcoming session, and I'm about to give you guys a formal introduction of who I am and what I do in a second. We're going to talk about MidJourney AI, Canva, and ChatGPT. I'm going to tell you what all of these things mean, what they do. Today's live is going to be focused around product photography and design for your products. So I'm going to talk about why product photography matters. We're going to discuss how to generate AI images with MidJourney and ChatGPT. We're going to discuss tips for using effective prompts. I'm going to show you guys how to export AI images and import them into Canva. We're going to talk about the label design basics. We're going to get hands-on with MidJourney, Canva, and ChatGPT to design those labels. We're going to have a live Q&A throughout the whole live. So if you are watching this live right now, if you're a business owner, you have a brand, or you're just genuinely interested in this content for whatever rhyme or reason, feel free to comment in the comment section and I will answer your question. And we're also going to talk about special offers as well. So, just to give you guys a quick info of who I am, a quick intro. So, my name is Mel, and I'm the founder of The June Creation. And at The June Creation, we specialize in harnessing the power of AI to create stunning visuals. We do digital marketing content, and we have educational resources. Our mission is to help businesses and individuals elevate their brands by offering creative services such as AI-generated images, ebooks, as well as digital templates. We also provide free classes, like this one, to help entrepreneurs and creators master the tools they need to succeed in today's digital world. Through our innovative approach, we're making creativity more accessible and empowering others to thrive in the online space. Like I mentioned, I'm doing these free courses. We're going to be doing them every day at 7 p.m. Eastern. So whenever you have time, and the reason why I picked that time is because I know people work and people have things to do. So 7 p.m. is the time. 7 p.m. Make sure you join the live. This will be every day at 7 p.m. So now we're going to get on to the tutorial. So the first thing I want to talk about is ChatGPT. Some of you guys have probably seen this before because this is everywhere. And if you haven't seen it yet, I don't know where you're hiding. Like you're in a bubble, probably. But that's okay, because we're about to pop that bubble. I'm about to give you a detailed breakdown of what ChatGPT is. So, ChatGPT is a powerful AI language model that can simulate human like conversations. It's based on the GPT, which stands for Generative Pre trained Transformer, and it uses deep learning to generate text that responds to users' queries or prompts. It's pretty much trained on large data sets from the internet, so that enables it to understand various topics and contexts. Users input text, and ChatGPT processes it to generate relevant and coherent responses. So there are a lot of things that people like to use ChatGPT for. There are some people who use it for customer service because it's really good at automating responses to common questions. There are people who use it for content creation, like we will be. You can use it to write articles, to create social media posts, write your blogs, and you can even use it to code. People use it for learning and education, so it assists with explanations, answering questions, and it can help tutor you in various subjects. Creative writing, so you can generate stories, poems, dialogues. Business uses like drafting emails, summarize documents, and brainstorming ideas. And it's continuously advancing, so there are different versions. So there's version GPT-4, GPT-4o. It's just continually updating to improve its understanding of nuanced queries, and it generates more accurate human-like text as it improves and updates. So the next thing I want to talk about before we dive deep into this is Canva. So here's the Canva tab right here, one of my favorite tools. So Canva is a web-based design platform that allows users to create a variety of visual content such as presentations, social media posts, business cards, flyers, logos, and so much more. You can even see my recent designs. You see mockups, you see thumbnails, all types of things. You can use it literally for so much. And it provides thousands of customizable templates and an easy to use drag and drop interface. And that's what I love most about it. You don't have to like click all this upload button and do all of this searching. You just drag and drop. And that makes it accessible to non-designers and professionals alike. And it offers, like I mentioned, a large library of templates. There's also a large library of photos, fonts, icons, and so many other design elements that users can use to customize what they're designing. And users can start from scratch, or you can modify a pre-designed template. The next thing I want to talk about is MidJourney. So I'm sure some of you guys have heard the rave of MidJourney, and if you haven't, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen some images online, and you're like, this looks like, is this real? Maybe it's AI generated. I don't know. So for this, I would say MidJourney is an AI image generation tool that creates artwork from text prompts. So it's an example of generative AI specifically for creating visual content. So the users enter descriptive text and the AI creates artistic or realistic images based on that input. And this also uses a machine learning model and is trained on vast amounts of visual data. So the AI interprets the user provided descriptions and generates corresponding images. And the tool is particularly good at producing imaginative, unique, and visually striking images, as you can see here. This is so visually striking. This is like a great source of artwork. And what it's used for is art and design. So you can create unique artwork, whether it's for personal or commercial projects. It's good for creative brainstorming, helping artists, designers, and creatives visualize concepts. It's good for marketing. So it can produce images for you for ads, for your website, or for your promotional materials. And it's good for storytelling and content creation. It can create illustrations for stories, comics, books, or game design. So that is pretty much a summary of what these tools are, because these are the main tools that we're going to be using today. So now let's cut to the chase. We're going to talk about product photography, creating, labels, and creating design for product photography. So one thing I want to talk about ChatGPT is that there are multiple GPTs. When people think about ChatGPT, they just think to themselves like, oh, like I'm gonna ask it something and it's going to respond. But it's so much more than that, especially now. It has different GPTs that you can explore. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on Explore GPTs right here. And as you can see, hold on, let me just minimize one of my screens. Okay, as you can see, it has like top picks, writing, productivity, research analysis, education, lifestyle, and programming. And there are things that are featured here. So, like, if you want to code, there's a code tutor that can teach you how to code. Um, there's a fast way to learn anything that's hard. You can help it build your resume. And there are things that are trending as well, like an image generator, Scholar GPT, Canva, all of these things. So ChatGPT can do all of this for you. But today we're going to talk about um, Glibbertree. I don't know how to pronounce it. Glibbertree art design. And we're going to talk about DAL-E. So these are two things that you can use to create visuals. So let's start with Glibbertree. I cannot pronounce this. So Glibbertree Art Designer, it's an art generation made easy. The GPT fills in details about your idea and it makes 4 images, each better than you imagine. So these are some example prompts that it gives you. Like maybe you want an aerial view of an eagle flying over a river. Maybe you want macro photography of jewelry. There are different things you could do, but today we want a product label. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, let me just say mock-up of a body butter jar or container. And let me see, the container is pink and it has a luxurious look to it. And if you typically follow me on any social media or if you typically watch my lives, luxurious is like one of my favorite adjectives for everything that I want. So you're going to hear that word a lot. And it's just going to tell me stuff like, oh, to create a mock-up of luxurious pink body butter container, I'll design a round, elegant container made with a soft matte finish in pastel pink. The container will feature a sleek gold lid and subtle embossed branding on the front, etc. And it starts with the first image. And then it tells me if I like any adjustments. And I can say something like, make the container bigger or something like that, right? Then it'll probably do that. And this is what you could use, not to actually take this design and put it somewhere, but if you want to think of ideas of how you would want something to look, this is how you would do it. So as you can see, it made the container bigger. So it's just giving me ideas, visual ideas. Now I'm going to go to DALL-E because I really like DALL-E, and I'm going to say the same thing. So let me go back to this and let me take the prompt so I can just show you what the different tools do. And let's go to DALL-E. And I'm just going to type in the same prompt and see what it gives me. So this is what it gives me. And I typically like DALL-E better than I do Glibbertree. So Glibbertree is something I just discovered today. So I'm just like testing it out, but DALL-E is what I primarily use. And not only can you use DALL-E for this, which like I said, this obviously can't be the finished product. This is just to give you an idea. And I'm going to show you how you can take this and formulate the idea. Um, but you could use DALL-E to generate images for you too, just like it does for MidJourney. But we're going to do that another day. Today, we're just going to focus on label design and product photography. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this image and I'm going to right click on it. And I'm going to click on copy image address, because I think it looks okay. I don't know why it says Bustin'. That's wild. Bustin' body butter. Someone's body butter is on point. So like I said, right click, copy image address, and then I am going to open up Discord. Okay, so here we are with Discord. Discord is, you can access MidJourney through Discord. which is why I like using Discord a lot. You could either use Discord to access Midjourney, or you could go on the website. And what I'm gonna do is, you see that image that I made Dolly produce for me? I'm gonna do slash describe, and it's going to ask me the options. Do you want to describe an image, or do you want to describe a link? And I'm going to say a link. And remember, I had right clicked and copied the image address, so I'm going to paste it right here, and I'm going to hit enter. And it's going to tell me that the bot is thinking, and then it's gonna give me some different prompts of like how I can get Midjourney to create a mock-up for me. So one of the prompts says packaging design for body butter, product with the name Bustin' Body Butter. The design is in the realistic style of Canon EOS, featuring pink and gold colors on a simple background with soft lighting and detailed elements. There's another thing that says an elegant and luxurious packaging design for busting body butter. The main color is pink with gold accents on the lid of the jar. It features body butter in a cursive font on its label. There's a small decorative swirl on one side. The overall feel should be glamorous and sophisticated, suitable for use as part of a luxury skincare range. Focus on attention to detail, composition, and lighting to create a visually appealing product mockup that stands out from other similar products in the style of high-end cosmetic brands. So I'm not even going to read the other two. I kind of like this one, but I don't want it to really say anything. So I'm going to remove the part where it says busting body butter, and hopefully it gives me something that that has like a plain label. So this is prompt number 2. If I wanted to imagine all of them, I could, but I just only want number 2. So I'm gonna click on number 2, and then this is gonna come up for the prompt, and where it says an elegant, luxurious packaging design, I'm just gonna remove for busting body butter. So I'm just gonna remove that portion and see. And I'm gonna hit submit. Okay, so you see it says it's at 32%. So I am going to go to the web version of Midjourney, because that is the version that I like, and I'm gonna go to the create tab and see what it came up. So this is what came up. So this actually, sorry, this is from my last prompt. Let me refresh. Okay, this is what it's giving me. I don't really like this, to be honest with you. Earlier, it was giving me something else. I'm going to show you the prompt that I used the last time. It was like create an elegant label. The packaging is in rose gold with pink accents, features roses and shea nuts on the design. It contains natural ingredients such as cocoa butter, shea butter, vanilla oil, floral scents. It just kind of has all of these things. And what you need to do is you kind of just need to play around with it. Like if I go back to ChatGPT and I go back to the previous prompts that I was doing, for this one, I had asked for a label design for body butter. It was super simple. So you can be super descriptive, you could be super simple, and it just pretty much depends on what ChatGPT will spit out to you. So this is what it had spit out to me, and this is what I did a describe on in Discord, and this is what I had gotten. So we're gonna stick with this. So there was this one, there was this one, there was this one, and there was this one. So I was like testing out this one earlier. Let me see. Someone is sending comments. I think someone is like spamming my comments. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ban this person because I don't know why they're spamming me. But if you guys do have any questions, please make sure that you ask them in the live. So I like, let me see, out of these 4 images, I had really liked this one. But like, let's say if you wanted to, if you like this one, right? This is really cute. So anytime you're gonna save something, you have to upscale it. So you're gonna do a subtle upscale. And the reason why we're doing a subtle upscale is because a subtle upscale creates a larger version of the image, ideal for sharing, saving, or printing. Who is this spamming the live? I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I had to like ban people because they're spamming my live. Please stop spamming my live. Okay. So once I do this, I am going to upscale it. I'm going to do a subtle upscale, and you'll know that you upscaled it and that it's queuing, that it's queued, because you're going to see this number 1 right here. And then I'm going to go back here and wait for it to upscale. Now, while it upscales and gives me that larger image that I can print or view, I'm going to tell you guys about this in a second. I want to go to Canva really quick and start creating a label design, because there's 2 parts to this. There's product mockups, and then there's the actual label design. So I want to create a design with you guys. So let's say if we created a design from scratch, and let's say, can you guys please stop spamming the live? I don't know who Claire Bryant is, who's asking something about New England. I'm going to ban them. Or if this is the case, then I'm just going to have to like turn off comments. Hopefully that's not gonna end up being the case. But anyways, let's say if we're gonna create a custom label. So let's say the width is 3 inches and the height is 5 inches. And I do create design. So as you can see here, there are lines here, and these lines are pretty much your margins and your bleeds. And what is a margin and a bleed? Basically, when you're printing something out, there's the safe area of where what you're designing is. So inside of this is the safe area, and anything outside is at risk of just kind of getting cut off. So in order to get the margins and the bleeds here, sorry, banning people from the comments. I need a moderator. Oh my gosh. Okay. So in order to get these lines, you would go to file, you would go to settings, and then you can click on show margins and show print bleed. And the first thing you would want to do is create a background. So you can select on a shape, or you can literally just click on it. Click on the background and you'll see an option to change the color. So let's say if I wanted like a gradient color, because we're creating a label from scratch. Let's say we're creating a label for like a lotion or a body butter or something. Creating from scratch, and you can choose a color that you like. I want to do like a gradient color. You can adjust the gradient too if you want to from here. So you can choose the gradient colors. Maybe you want something that's like a little bit pinkish and purple, like a pinkish purple, like so. Or maybe you want something that's like a lighter color, like this blue. I think this is cute. And what's the title of your lotion? Let's say, like I said, this is a bottle of lotion, so you would just create text, add a subheading. Or if you don't want to create one of these default text styles, you see here that there are font combinations, and you can use one of these as well, because I think this looks really nice. I really like this one, but I'm going to keep on looking. This sticker one looks nice as well. I think I'm going to do the sticker one. And we're just going to say this is called, like, I don't know, Beauty by Melly. Beauty by Melly. And let's say if I feel like the words are too on top of each other, which they are, I can select all of them and come to this button right here And I can do line spacing, which will spread the lines out a bit. I can also do letter spacing if I wanted to space the letters out, but I don't want to do that. Let me bring the letters back like so, and let me fix the line spacing. Okay, so we can start off here. Then the next thing we could do is add elements. So you can add different shapes. So let's say if you want to add lines around the border of your design. So you can add multiple lines. I'm going to add 2 lines here. And I want them to be the same size, and I actually want them to be the color white. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to put it here. Make sure that they're aligned. And in the middle here, maybe I can do something like organic. And I can take like regular text here. I'm sorry, but like someone just keeps spamming the comments and I'm just trying to ban everyone, which is distracting me. Okay, so I'm going to type in organic, and I'm going to make the font a little bit smaller, and I'm going to make it white. And you ever see like on some bottles they have like pet friendly or not pet friendly, like no animal cruelty or those type of things, right? Or shelf life. So I can literally type in shelf life, and you'll see the graphics come up for that. So like I'm sure you guys have seen this before. So the shelf life might be 12 months, it might be 24 months. I'm gonna do the 12-month one, and I'm gonna change this to white. I'm going to make it smaller and put it at the bottom here. And we can do pet friendly. Sorry, not pet friendly. Not animal tested. Yeah, like no animal cruelty. So I can take this little bunny here and I'm going to make it white. I'm going to bring it down here. And I can group them together and then move them. I'll center it like so. Now maybe I want to add elements. This is a lotion. Maybe I want to add like a flower or something, like some sort of flower outline. Or let me see what the flower outlines look like. So there are a few nice flower outlines that you can add. So like let's say if you add this one and you make it white, but I do want to add it to the bottom. I'm going to flip it vertical and I'm going to bring it down here. A part of it is in the bleed area, but that's okay. When it prints out, it's gonna look nice. Let me move this up a bit. Let me add more flowers like this one. I'm gonna make this white. You can add that here. There's like so many things that you can add to try to make this look as nice and fitting as possible. So many options. I think I'll keep this one right where it is behind Beauty by Melly. And let's say if I want to change the outline color to this, because you see it's like this brownish color. Like maybe I want to make it black. I can make it black. I can make it white. I can make it this gray color. I can make it whatever color I want. I think I like the black because it's just very bold. And it stands out. And I think I kind of want something to add up here. And I'm going to flip this so it could be upside down. I'm going to make it white. I'm just going to extend it like so. I think I'm going to make this font black instead. And I think I'm going to make this black too. This is in the way. Let me click on this. See if I can make it black. Okay. Let me put this back. Okay. Let's see. What can we do next? Like I said, you could continue to add more stuff to it. Like at this point, I'm just adding elements because I just want this to have like that flowery look. I can twist and turn things and add it. I can make it bigger. I can duplicate it. I'm just showing you the different things that you can do. Let me flip this horizontally and turn it like so. Now, let's say you create your design. Let's say you create your, okay, what flavor is this? Let's say this is like a very floral thing, but I'm trying to think like, let's say if it's like a flavor like lavender scented or something. Let me see if there's anything, any pop-up color that I want to add to this. I don't know. I'm just like thinking right now, what can I add to say that this is like lavender scented. I don't really like this. It doesn't fit in with the aesthetic, but yeah, let's say if we just kept it like this. I think I'm going to make this black as well. The lines. Just makes it look more bold. And to kind of explain to you guys what I'm doing is I'm literally just going to position and selecting on the layer of what I want to change. Now you see how the black is on the bottom, so like the flowers are over it. I don't like that. So I can literally just drag this up like so and move it up above the flowers. That would look much better like that. Now, let's say, let me add some, I can probably add another line going down. So when you tilt things, you always want to tilt it at a 90-degree angle or like 180. That's what makes it straight. And I'm going to duplicate this and add it to the other side. And I'm going to add something to the bottom. Like so. Okay. So this is kind of what it looks like. Now let's say if you wanted to transfer this over to a piece of paper, or if you wanted to transfer this over to a sticker or something, right? Because people do peel and stick things to their labels. Now, a lot of people use Avery for this. And before I get into Avery, let's say if this was the finished design. Let's say if I went into Avery, let me download this. So I'm going to download. I'm going to download it as a PNG. And it's saving to my downloads. Now I'm going to go to Avery. And the thing with Avery is, so I was on the website earlier today, and this is why I made the design a 3 by 5 inch, because you can find the size of the label that you want. So I just decided to do the 3 by 5 inch, and you'll see here that there is 4 pieces per this sheet. And this is good if you have like your own at-home printer and you want to create your design and you want to print it from Canva. Instead of having someone else design it for you, you design your own stuff. And what you're going to do is you're going to download the PDF template. So every template has a PDF version. There's like a Microsoft Word version, a Photoshop version, an Illustrator version, or an Adobe PDF. So we're going to select on Adobe PDF and we're going to do download template. And that's also going to download my template. It tells me to check my download files for my template file. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to create a new design. And this one is going to be 8 by 11 inches because that is how much, or that's probably how wide a piece of paper is. Let's pretend that this is your template size. That's what you're going to print out, 8 by 11. So it still has the bleed and the margins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my downloads, which you can't see right now, but I'm going to find that template that I downloaded and I'm just going to drag it over here and it's going to go into the projects file. So then I'm going to go to projects and I'm going to click on this and I'm going to add it here. Then I'm going to now take my design and I'm going to bring it here. And being that my design is a 3 by 5, it's going to fit perfectly into the Avery circle. And I'm just going to duplicate it and add the labels in each box. Like so. Oops. And then I would print it out. I would print it out. And this is how you would create your design. Now, let's take it a little step further. We're going to go back here and we're going to talk about the product mockup really quick. So I had created this product mockup. It's a 4 by 3 image. And I'm just going to introduce another tool to you guys, which is Photoshop, because I think the best way to edit this is with Photoshop. Can you edit it with Canva? Yes, you can, but it's not going to be like a great finish the same way that it's a great finish with Photoshop. So I'm going to show you guys how to use Photoshop. So I downloaded this image and I'm just going to open up Photoshop really quick. So you guys should see a Photoshop screen here. Now, this is the fun part. I'm going to go to my downloads and I'm going to take that image that I downloaded. Oops, I didn't download it. One moment. Let me download it real quick. Okay. I'm going to take the image I downloaded here and I'm going to drag it over here. Let me make this bigger. Now, you see all of these like random words and stuff. Probably don't want those words there. I wouldn't want those words there either because it's literally a bunch of gibberish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my spot healing brush tool. I don't know if you've ever heard of this tool. It's called spot healing brush. And I'm going to select on it. And I'm going to increase my brush size, which I can do up here. And I'm just going to click on it and it's going to ask me to rasterize the image. So it says this smart object must be rasterized before proceeding. Edit contents will no longer be available. Rasterize smart object. I'm going to say okay. And I'm literally going to do this. And that's going to like erase the words. And it's going to blend everything together. So there's like a lot of words here, so I'm probably going to have to do this a few times. And if it's taking too much, let me increase my brush size and see. If it's doing too much, you can take the, let's see, patch tool as well. And you can circle around what you want to change. And you can kind of like move it up. And you can use this brush tool, the mixer brush tool, to kind of blend it out. I know this is a lot, which is why I like when MidJourney just gives you a blank label, but sometimes they don't. And there's a special brush that you can use for this as well. So I'm just like, it's hard using the mouse trackpad, but I'm just trying to like fluff it out a bit. I'm going to go back to my spot healing brush tool. And let me just like zoom in more. So you see how it just does it seamless here? Look, you can't even tell something was there. Let me zoom in more so I can do these. Maybe I should have zoomed in more. So that's kind of how you erase all of the wording off of things. Let me see if I can brush this up a bit more because I don't like this darkness that's here. You kind of play around with it. I think I'm just going to erase all of the lines because now everything is dark. Oh, that made it look horrible. Revert. Let's start over. Sorry, guys. I'm going to use the other mock-up that I had. This one is better because it has less wording. We're going to go in here, rasterize the object, and just delete the text. Let me zoom in more. Promise you this was working before the live. There you go. Sometimes you just need to zoom in and not take on too much because then it just starts taking other pixels and messing it up. Okay. And there are some little extra lines here. I'm just going to go over it to delete. And like I said, this is the spot healing brush. Okay, this is better. So now I am going to, oh, there's some more at the bottom. Okay, so this is how it looks, right? Now I'm going to take my text and I'm going to type in the name of my brand. So for the other thing, I think we had called it Beauty by Melly. I'm going to call it the same thing here. I'm going to make the font smaller. I'm going to add that here. Okay. I can put all of my, now I could either A, leave it like this. Let me add the word organic, and actually let me erase this here because I don't like whatever this is. Right here. Okay. And I can take this into Canva if I want to add on those elements like, um, no animal cruelty or the shelf life and all of those things. You could change the color of the font, but like if I was to create a real product mock-up, I would take, like, to have that professional look, I would take it here into Photoshop. If you guys have any questions, make sure you add it to the live. I have 73 comments of spam for some reason. Someone spammed this account. Okay, now before we move on to the next thing, I do want to talk about the special offer that I have. So, for those of you, like I mentioned in the beginning, I am the owner of the June Creation, and I do have some special offers available for you guys. Some of the special offers includes 20% off of some of the MidJourney prompts and images that I'm providing to you guys. You could use code YT20. You can only use this code during the live. Also, I do have a free product for you guys, which is the pretty in pink one, because I just love my followers so much. So you guys get a free prompt and you can get an idea of the type of quality images that you'll get. They're all the same as the others. That one is just a pretty in pink theme, and the others are vintage glam, lace front wigs, and sunflowers. So I also do brand design as well. So you'll see something up for label designs, and you're gonna see something up for business cards. And this is the site, thejunecreation.com. I'm going to put it in the comments. It's in the comments. And pretty much when you come down here to the prompt vault, you will see the pretty in pink, which, like I mentioned, is $0. Everything else starts from $10. Um, there is an extended license. The extended license is if you want to use it for big commercial products. So if you're trying to put this on a billboard or that type of thing, you do have to pay for the extended license. But for a standard license where you're just using it for your brand, may it be your website, your social media pages, or just for your own personal use, it starts at $10. You get 2 reference images, you get 2 prompts. You get 2 reference images, you get 10 prompts, and you get 10 actual images. What is a reference image? A reference image is an image that you can use to attach to your prompt so that the prompt that you generate is in the likeness of that image. So you're going to get the reference images for some of these images. So when you type in the prompt, if you want it to look like this, it'll probably be one of the reference images that you can use to create the prompt in the likeness of that image. This is only during the live. Like I mentioned, the code is YT20. TheJuneCreation.com. And you can also go to the branding services page. There are going to be more services that are going to be added throughout the days. As you can see, website under construction. So there are a lot of things that I haven't added yet that I will be adding soon. But so far we have the business cards up, and this is an example of the business cards. And we have label design and mockup. So these are examples of mockups. These mockups were AI generated, but I can also bring them into Photoshop and add your label or add your brand to it as well. Now, back to this. There are different ways that you can create labels as well. So I'm going to create another design with a custom size, and we're going to do like a 3x5 again. Sure. Um, but like, let's say if you want to go to MidJourney and you want MidJourney to create like a cute, unique background for you. So you can say like soft pink design background or something. There are white feathers. What else? I'm just trying to think of things that we can add. Um, let's just start off with let's just start off from there, and I'm just gonna hit enter and see what it gives me. So it's gone ahead and created these background images, but let's say you kind of want to, let's say you're struggling with the prompt. This was just a starter and you want to see images that are similar to this. This is how you use MidJourney. You're going to take this search bar and you're going to search to see if anyone has created anything that's similar, anything that you like, and you can use the prompt to recreate something along those lines as well. So far, I like this gray background with the white feathers. I like this one as well. There's just so many. And what you can do with this, ooh, I really like this one. What you can do with this information is you can look at the prompt and use the prompt. And so, for example, if I want to use this style and this prompt, I'm going to click prompt down here and I'm going to click style. And 9 by 16 is fine. And I'm going to hit enter and see what it gives me. Now, with MidJourney, it does take about 1 minute to generate the prompt. Looks like it's going pretty fast, though. And this is what it's giving me. And I really like this. Now, remember I said like when I was talking about my special offers and I was talking about reference images, this is how I use the reference image. I'm using that image that I saw as a style. You see it says style reference. I just hovered over it and it says style reference, but you guys can't see that. But this paper clip here means that I'm using it as a style reference. So this is the original image that someone else created. I'm using it as a style reference. And then this is the image. It almost looks the same, but it's a little bit different. And I'm gonna select the one that I like. So I feel like this would look like a nice Christmas themed label for something. Like once again, like if you want to create a lotion or something. So what I would do is I would upscale this image. And why am I upscaling it again? Because when you want to use an image for sharing, saving, or printing, if you upscale it, it creates a larger version of the image, and that's what you want. So I'm gonna do a subtle upscale. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live and make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Just got a notification of an order. Probably did not hear my phone vibrate, but it did. Okay. So this is almost complete. This one's taking a little bit longer, but it's almost done. It's at 94%. Okay, now it is 100% complete. I'm going to download it. I'm going to come back to Canva, and I'm going to just drag and drop it, and I can just literally right click it. Oh, it's not letting me set the image as a background. It's not ready yet. Okay, let's see now. Set image as background. So this can be the background of your label. Now, let's say if you want to add words or you want to add some type of shape here. So you can add a shape. We can probably make this, hold on. We're going to change the color of the shape. So everything I create, I do create it from scratch. So this wasn't like pre-thought out or anything. So everything that you get is just coming off like the top of my mind right now as we speak about it. And I'm going to change this to, so basically what this is, right? You see how it says photo colors? It's grabbing every single color from that image that I dragged, and it's letting me choose one of those colors. But I'm probably just going to choose white. I feel like this white is a little bit too bright. Maybe I need to do like a white gray. I think this color is okay. And then if I feel like it's too, I want it to be a little bit more transparent, I can do that, which I think is nice. And then I can add my text. So we're going to come back here to the text, and we're going to look for some texts that we like. And let me type in Christmas and see if anything comes up, because I feel like this is giving me Christmas vibes. So it's giving me what they consider to be like Christmas fonts. So I kind of like this one, and I actually like this one too. So we're going to use both of these. So for this one, the name of the brand is Beauty by Melly. You put the name of your brand. This is of course a fake brand. Beauty by Melly. And the name of the, let's say if you're thinking about the name of what this flavor or scent should be. I'm going to show you guys a trick. We did talk about ChatGPT earlier. So let me just create a new chat really quick. And this is how ChatGPT can help you. You can literally say, I have a beauty brand. I am selling lotion. This is for my Christmas theme. The name of my brand is Beauty by Melly. What should I name the flavor or scent of my lotion? The bottle is red and Christmas theme. So you don't only have to use ChatGPT for images. Like I mentioned earlier in the intro, you can use it for prompts as well. You could just ask it a question and it will tell you. So now it already says for your Christmas theme lotion, you can name the scent something festive and luxurious to match the season and your brand's feel. So remember, I told you one of my favorite keywords are luxurious. So this is like a learning model. The more you type into it, the more it learns. So it's already learned that my style it's luxury. So that's why it's even telling me a luxurious, scent. So it has Crimson Noel, which I really like, Frosted Cranberry Delight, Sugar Plum Bliss, Holiday Spice. I like Holiday Spice too. Winter Berry Dream, Mistletoe Magic, Peppermint Frost, Cinnamon Cheer, Enchanted Evergreen, and Snowflake Glow. And it says each of these names captures the holiday spirit while offering a luxurious vibe for Beauty by Melly. So I like Crimson Noel. So I'm just going to copy this. And where it says soft whisperings, I'm just going to paste Crimson Noel. And I'm going to make it bold. Can I make it bold? Okay. It's not that bold, but let me make it bigger. Okay, I think I'm going to choose another font because I can barely see with this font. So I did say I want like a Christmas-y font, so I'm going to type in Christmas again and see what it gives me. See what I like. I don't like this. Or let me try luxury and see if it has any type of things like, okay, elegant, luxury. This looks nice. I like this. But the font is not the same size. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to make it the same size. I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to bring the letters closer together by coming here and adjusting the line spacing, making the lines closer together. Crimson Noel. So that's step one. Now I would want some elements probably to add here. Like I said, I can come over here and I can even ask, well, I could actually use this again as a style to kind of get an idea. I can use this again as a style and say create product mockup with a label for a lotion for my brand. Let me see if it could just give me something. It is Christmas themed. The whole point is to just use the AI to gain inspiration. So let's see if this could give me something. While I'm waiting for that, let me come back here. I could really leave it simple like this too. This doesn't look bad at all. Sometimes less is more. But let's just add a little bit more. And let me add the not animal tested stuff. Let's do this one. Let's make it small. And I can even put it down here. I'm going to keep it up here where it can be seen. And the shelf life. I actually don't like the other one, and I actually think I'm going to make this one white so that I can just add it down here instead. It's like killing my vibe up where it was. I can add it like right here. Let's see if MidJourney gave me anything good. Okay, it gave me this Christmas tree. I can add like snowflakes. Maybe I can add the Christmas tree. Let me see. Let me think. Or maybe I can add some sparkles or some sort of like bouquet snow or something. But I would add it in here probably because there's a lot going on out there. Let me look at the Christmas tree. I could add something like this. really like if this was in script instead. I am going to change the font again. Look for something cursive. I think that would just be nicer. Like this. I kind of like this. This is really nice. Crimson Noel. I don't really like this. I'm gonna make it a snowflake instead. I feel like the Christmas tree looks kind of tacky. And I want to be able to keep these grouped together. So I'm gonna select on both of them and group them so that when I move one, the other one moves too. And I'm just gonna look for a large snowflake. I can't change the color of this one. I want something where I can change the color. Okay, I can change the color of this one. This is really nice. So maybe, let me see. And I'm just changing it to colors that are already in the image. Like so. What part was white? Okay, we can make that black. Yeah. So it looks something like this. Hold on. I'm ungrouping this because that C is falling off and now butte is not centered. Okay. Yeah. So this would be like the finished product. Simple but cute. Let me make this smaller. And then, like I mentioned, if you wanted to print something like this out, you would download it as a PNG. Then you would go to the projects. Let me come out of here. Let me go home. And I will go to the project that I created before. Like this. And this, like I mentioned, is the Avery template. How do you get the Avery template? You go to avery.com, you select the size you want. You're always creating the labels based on the size that you want it to create, you want it to be. So I had picked 3 inches by 5 inches. I found that label on the website, selected on it. Instead of clicking start designing, or even you could even upload your artwork too if you want them to print it for you. But if you want to print it yourself, you can literally select on PDF, you can select on Illustrator, Photoshop, you can select on Word, but we're selecting on PDF. You would download the template, you would drag and drop it into Canva, you would see it show up in projects. When it shows up in projects, you would just add it here, and then you would go in your downloads and take the design that you just created and add them in here. And I would just duplicate this so that I can add it in the others as well. Like so. And then you would just take this and you would print it out. You would use your sticky paper or whatever you use. Make sure this is aligned. You would use a sticker paper, print it out. This is an 8 by 11. And then you would just put it on your product. So, this is pretty much it for today. Make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe. We've been on here for a little bit over an hour. I do try to keep these between an hour and an hour and a half. I do think that we covered a lot today in terms of product photography. There is going to be a new episode tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribed and you have the notification bells turned on so you don't miss it. Every day we're going to try to cover a new topic or work on a new project. If you have any suggestions or ideas of what you would like to see, write it in the comment section and I will do a course on it. Like I mentioned, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the special offers. Like I said, this is only available during the live, but I'm actually just going to extend it for an additional 20 minutes. So right now it's 8:11, it's about to be 8:15. So by 8:35, if you don't make your order, you're going to miss out on this 20% discount. In the future, for future episodes, we can possibly talk about how to create a talking avatar. If you haven't seen my talking avatar yet, you can subscribe to the channel and look at the past videos on how I created it. I'm just going to show you an example of how it looks. Welcome to my live series, where creativity meets cutting edge technology. So this is an example of like a live talking head avatar that you can create an AI image with your likeness, clone your voice, and make it speak. So that's gonna be one of the things that I'm gonna teach in a future live as well. So just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for joining the live. Like I said, the special offer will end in 20 minutes by 8:35. Thank you.